So go ahead and come to that child's pose and start to just pay attention to your breath, the quality, the texture of where you've arrived on the four corners of your mat. And let's all as a community take 3 inhales through the nostrils and then release the air through the mouth, open mouth. Inhale through the nostrils, exhale through the mouth. One more time. Inhale through the nostrils, exhale through the mouth. Maybe even sigh. Begin to seal your lips. And begin that practice of Ujjayi breath. Victorious breath. Sealing the lips, inhaling through the nostrils, exhaling through the nostrils. Feeling the back of the throat muscles sort of tickle as you exhale through the nostrils. And if it's a part of your practice to set an intention, go ahead and do so now. Maybe thinking of something like gratitude, something like resilience for coming onto the mat. Whatever it is, go ahead and whisper that to yourself right now. And with each inhale and exhale that you take, let everything be a little bit more full. Let the audible quality be wonderful. And slowly beginning to rise into a tabletop position, stacking the shoulders over the wrists, the hips over the knees, like you're waking up from a nap. And start to take yourself through some cat-cow tilts to awaken the spine by inhaling, dropping the belly, arch the low back, gaze up. Exhale, round the spine, gaze up the navel, press into the hands. Let the head drop. And then inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. You can go as slowly, as quickly as you would like. If you go a little bit quickly, you'll be inviting more heat and energy into the body. But all we're doing is warming up the spine. Take 3 or 4 more cat-cow tilts. Once you feel ready, come into that neutral tabletop, static tabletop position. Bring that navel to spine and gaze about 6 inches in front of your mat. And as you do that, isolate your body from the hips upward and start to rotate the pelvis clockwise or counterclockwise. So you're drawing a circle with your hips on the floor. So your rib cage, your upper body should not be moving very much, if little at all. And then go ahead and just make those hip rotations in the opposite direction. You can move a little faster if you'd like to warm up the pelvis, the hips. And once you've done that, come back to a nice static neutral tabletop position. Go ahead and lean back onto your toes a little bit. You're going to place the tops of your hands on the mat. Your fingers are facing towards each other, putting very little weight on the wrists. You're going to simply place your hands on the mat and stretch out the wrists. This is so good because we are on our hands a lot in downward facing dog for vinyasa, and this is stretching out our wrist muscles. So putting very little weight into the wrists. You can also bend the elbows if you want to add a little bit more dynamic movement. You can stay here, or you can take your fingers and flip them towards your knees, and so that your forearms are facing towards the front of the room. If there's any pain here, Go ahead and just take that alternate version where you have your fingertips facing each other, palms facing up. But this stretch will also help the front of the forearms. Being gentle here. Remembering Ujjayi. Inhale and exhale through the nostrils. Then begin to walk the hands back into that tabletop position and slide the fingertips about a palm print in front of you. Press into all 5 knuckle mounds, curl the toes, or tabletop downward facing dog. First down dog of class. Hinging at the hips, bend the knees, generously begin to walk your dog, bending the knees right and left, drawing that navel to spine. Always an option to stay in tabletop. And let the spine be long here. Really press into the knuckle mounds as if you're transferring the weight of your hands into your feet. Go ahead and bend the knees as maybe the heels start to inch closer and closer towards the floor. Naturally. Let the spine be long. Inhale here and exhale. And then let's come into a modified plank by bringing both knees on the ground. We'll do this all together to warm up. Knees on the ground. Inhale here. Gaze in front of you. Exhale, option to lower down halfway, tricep push-up. Inhale, come back up, navel to spine, press the floor away. As you exhale, lower down halfway, option to come down. Tricep push-up. Inhale, come back up. Either stay here, navel to spine, or exhale last time, lower down halfway, and then bring yourself all the way onto the mat. Preparing for baby cobra, warming up the spine. Inhale, little to no weight into the arms. Bring your feet together. Inhale, lift up, lift the chest up, little to no weight into the hands. Don't strain the neck. Exhale, lower back down. Option for baby cobra, high cobra. Straighten out the arms, little bend in the elbows if you prefer for a high cobra. Exhale, lower down. You choose baby cobra, high cobra, or upward facing dog if you're ready. Inhale, your variation. And then exhale, curl over the toes, downward facing dog. Bending the knees, and slowly start to walk your feet forward towards the front of the mat as best as you can. Separate your feet about hips width distance and just hang in a comfortable ragdoll position here. Hinging at the hips, the hands come to the elbows. You can sway from side to side and make sure to bend the knees, not to lock them out. Feel the roundness in the upper back. Let go of the hands from the elbows. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shin, flat back. Bring the shoulder blades back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle sweep the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, the arms by your side, Tadasana. Now before we begin, bring the navel to spine, slight tuck of the pelvis forward. Bring your hands towards the front of the room and look at your feet. Now imagine there are 4 corners of your feet. This is what's going to help us as we balance in the peak postures later in class. Now look at your feet and pretend that you're pressing through the big toe, the inner heel, and the outer heel, and the pinky toe. Now as you press firmly down, trying to maintain the arch of the feet, notice if your tops of your knees start to fire up. The more you press down through the 4 corners of the feet, the more balance you will have. Inhale the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Heel toe the feet to touch, so the ankle bones and big toes touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms up towards the sky, biceps rolled in, low belly in, relax the shoulders. Exhale the arms by your side. Maybe close the eyes if you've done this a while. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms by your side. Gaze up, chin comes up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Start to bring yourself into that modified push-up plank or maybe regular plank this time with the knees off the ground. First, chaturanga class. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, tricep push-up. Inhale to your variation of baby cobra, high cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome, you guys. Start to walk the feet forward again towards the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up towards the sky. This time, palms touch together. Interlace the thumbs, the index finger points up. Biceps are touching the sides of the face. And inhale here. Exhale, bump the right hip to the right side of the room. Reach over to the left. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, bump the left hip out, opposite side. As you bump the left hip out, notice that you can maybe bend over towards the right side. Keep pressing firmly into the feet, thighs together, thighs are squeezing. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step back into a push-up plank. Skip it or flow. Inhale into baby cobra, high cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, extend the right leg back behind you. Start to roll out the ankle. Three-legged dog. Inhale, option to bring the left knee down, right knee to nose. Inhale, extend the right leg out. Exhale, right knee to nose or right knee to right tricep, you choose. Inhale, extend the right leg out. Exhale, right knee to nose or right knee to left tricep. Inhale, extend the right leg out. As you exhale, step the right foot, maybe grabbing at the ankle towards the front of the mat, left knee down. Inhale, arms up towards the sky, beach ball in hand. Low bellies in. Exhale, cactus the arms out, shoulder blades together, chin comes up. Inhale, arms up towards the sky. As you exhale, place that left hand towards the middle of the mat. Option to bring the left knee off of the mat. Bring the right fingertips up towards the sky or keep the left knee down. Ujjayi breath here. Exhale, frame the right feet. Step back into that plank, modify, skip it, or flow. Exhale, downward facing dog. Extend the left leg back behind you. Maybe shake out the ankle a little bit, then square the hips. Take a few breaths here. Inhale, left knee to nose. Inhale, extend the left leg back. Exhale, left knee to nose or left knee to left tricep. Inhale, extend the left leg back. Exhale, left knee to nose or left knee to right tricep. Inhale, extend the left leg back. Exhale, step the left foot through in between the hands. Again, right knee down. Inhale, palms up towards the sky, beach ball in hand. Exhale, cactus the arms out. Inhale the arms up again. And then exhale, right palm, opposite hand comes onto the middle of the mat. Keep the right knee down or lift it up, left fingertips up towards the sky. Press through the balls of your feet if that right knee is off the mat. As you exhale, frame the left foot. Step back, push up plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower down, tricep push up. Inhale, baby cobra, high cobra or up dog. Exhale, child's pose for 1 second. Take a minute to center yourself. Then come back to that intention again. Say it to yourself again. As you take one more inhale and exhale through the nostrils, come back to that down dog by lifting the hips back up into space, bending the knees here. Inhale the right leg back behind you, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot through in between the hands, warrior one on the left side. Bring the left foot outer edge down. Right knee over right ankle, arms up towards the sky. Holding here, making sure to look and see that that knee is not bending in here. Feel nice and proud. Exhale, right hand forward, left arm back. Adjust your stance so that there's heel to heel alignment. Maybe look down, press through the outer edge of the left foot, squeeze your triceps together. Hold here. Bring the right palm up towards to meet the sky. Inhale, reach forward. Right fingertips towards the sky, keeping sure not to dump into the back. Reverse warrior. Small sips of air. You can also reach that left hand to bind and reach for the right hip. Exhale, cartwheel the arms and flow on the right side. Let the breath lead, then the movement follow. If you feel that you're moving first, make sure that you inhale and then try to do the movement. Inhale, extend the left leg back behind you, three-legged dog. Left foot forward, spiral the right heel down, warrior one, opposite side. Again, left knee is in line with the ankle. It's okay if the shoulders are square. Take a look at that back foot. The outer edge of the right foot's pressing in. Exhale the left arm forward, right arm back. Adjust the stance maybe a little wider. This time heel to heel alignment, warrior two. Squeeze the triceps. And then inhale, lift the palm up towards the ceiling, reverse warrior on the opposite side. Reaching up. Feel some sort of sensation as you reach up on the left side of the ribs. Exhale, cartwheel the arms on the left side and flow. Now, take yourself through that sequence, right side, left side, at your own breath. I will cue some of it, but we'll all be out of sync. So you're gonna inhale your right leg back behind you, right side flow, and then left side flow. So right side, warrior one. Be here for 2 breaths. Exhale, open up to warrior two. Inhale, palm reaches forward, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the arms, and flow. Now you do that on your left side at your own breath. If you feel like you might get lost, feel free to just watch the screen. But we all might be moving a little bit out of sync, and that's okay. Try to do one breath, one movement, but if you need a little bit more time to be into a pose, that's okay. We'll all meet in a downward facing dog or tabletop if you wish. Awesome, you guys. Inhale the right leg back behind you. Exhale, step the right foot in between the hands. This time, warrior two, right side. Right arm forward, left arm back. Straighten out that right leg, and then pivot the right leg so that the toes are facing the opposite wall, arms are parallel. Cactus the arms out, and then bring the heels out 45 degrees so you're spinning at your heels, and come into a goddess or horse squat. You can also rest your hands on top of your knees if you'd like. You can sway from side to side. Inhale the arms up, straighten out the legs. Exhale, come into a low lunge and flow on the right side. Always an option to skip and come into a child's pose to down dog. Take a moment to center yourself here. Inhale the left leg back behind you. Exhale, step the left foot through, warrior two, opposite side. Left arm forward, right arm back. Gaze here. And then straighten out that left leg. Pivot the toes to the opposite wall so the left toes are facing with the right leg. Arms are parallel. And then spiral the heels so they're facing each other. The feet are now 45 degrees. And come into that goddess or god squat. Cactus the arms out. Or you can place the hands on the thighs. The more that you bend the knees, the deeper that you come into the goddess or god squat, the more challenging it will be. You can sway from side to side. Circle sweep the arms up, straighten out the legs. Pivot on both feet to come to that low lunge and flow on the opposite side or skip. Exhale, downward facing dog. Begin to walk the feet forward after 2 rounds of inhales and exhales through the nostrils. Walk the feet forward towards the front of the mat. Bring the feet about hips width distance. Feet are facing towards the front of the room. Inhale, arms up towards the sky. Exhale, mountain pose. Palms face towards the front of the room. Stay here for a second. Inhale, circle sweep the arms up. As you exhale, sit back, arms up, Utkatasana chair pose. Really feel the outsides of your glutes working here. Press on the outer edges of the feet. Maybe the corners of the mouth turn upwards. Exhale, forward fold. Nice. Now feel free to grab your ankles, or if you would like, you can bring your 2 peace fingers on your big toes for Pada Pustasana. Bend the knees generously here, I'll face you. So maybe the tops of the tummy touches the thighs, and bend the elbows as you draw yourself in. Relax the neck. This is a compression exercise for the tummy, but you don't have to draw yourself in if it's uncomfortable. Just be sure not to lock out your legs. Feel the roundness again of your back. Exhale, straighten out the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle sweep the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, the arms by your side. Second set. Low belly's engaged. Inhale, circle sweep the arms up as you inhale. Exhale, sit back to Utkatasana. Arms out in front of you. Sit back a little lower, maybe a little bit lower. And then exhale, forward fold. Now, option to take that 2 peace fingers again if you would like to do that. Or if you want to take gorilla pose, bring your palms so that they're facing underneath the soles of your feet. The tops of the hands are on the mat. Go ahead and bend the knees and let the elbows come out. Maybe the tops of the toes tickle the wrist creases. Again, being careful and mindful not to lock out the legs. This is so good for your hamstrings. So good for your digestive system if you enjoy the compression. Release the hands from underneath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms up towards the sky again. Exhale, the arms by your side. Stay still, stay steady. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms up. This time, last set. Exhale, this time, arms out like an airplane. Squeeze the triceps, flying Utkatasana by your side. Sink the hips back. Low belly is in. Try to tuck the pelvis if it's ducktailing out so it's not hurting your lower spine. Then inhale, arms up, and then come up onto your toes just a little bit, lifting the heels up 2 inches. Challenging our balance here. Exhale, airplane the arms out, the heels come down. Inhale, arms up. Maybe the heels hover 2 inches. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, arms up. Lift, hover up the heels. Maybe lift them up a little higher, sit down lower. Exhale, airplane the arms. Awesome, you guys. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, the arms by your side. And then begin to bring your feet out, about hips width distance, or come up against the wall from Malasana squat. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, you come to your range of motion and sit the hips down as far as you can, so long as the back is not rounding excessively. You can come up here. You can maybe sit back and bring the elbows to push the knees out. But whatever you do, make sure that there's not excessive rounding. If there is, you come up a little bit higher. You can shift from side to side. If you want, you can also bring the right fingers towards the toes, the right toes, and bring the left arm up towards the sky. You also want, as a bind is in your practice, you can take that on the right side. If not, that's okay. You just play with this. And then you can take that variation on the left side. If you want, for a second, bring the left fingertips down towards the left toes, right arm up, gaze up. Exhale, straighten out the legs. Whew, shake out the hips from side to side. Bring the feet together. Heel toes touch this time. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step back into a push-up plank. Skip it or flow. Exhaling to a downward facing dog. Let's take a couple of rounds of breath here. Let's actually do lion's breath together. Inhale through the nostrils. Exhale, release the air out. And you can do that in the comfort of your own home. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Any stress or any excessive energy you've had. Inhale, extend the right leg back behind you. Exhale, step the right foot through. Warrior two, right side. Right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, flip the palm up, reverse warrior on the right side. Lifting up. Gaze up. And then exhale, come back to a warrior two, right arm forward, left arm back. Look at your back leg and start to bring that left hand towards the front of the room and pivot on that back leg. Adjust your stance, come into a high lunge or bring the left knee onto the mat. Awesome, you guys. From here, you can wiggle and kind of shift the weight forward so there's less of a gap and step the left foot to meet the right. Awesome, you guys. Bring the arms by your side. Take a couple of breaths here. And then bring your hands to prayer. Hands to sternum bone. Start to shift the weight under the left leg. So press under the four corners of the feet. Big toe, pinky toe, inner heel, outer heel. Feel the muscle on top of the knee sort of activate. And once it feels strong, start to come into tree pose on the left side. You can place the right sole of the foot above the ankle and below the knee, not directly on the knee. If you want to challenge your balance, play around with the arms, bringing them up, bringing to the side. And if that feels easy, close your eyes. See how much harder it gets. When your depth in the perception of your eyes, and your eyes cannot help you, but you only have your breath. Bring the arms up. Exhale, hands to prayer, hands to heart. Place the right leg down. Focus, meditate, concentrate. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to prayer. And then shift the weight on the right side. So pinky toe, big toe, inner heel, outer heel. Really activate that right leg. And then you choose your version of tree. You can also bring the left sole of the foot above the knee to rest on the thigh. You do not want to rest on the knee cap because that could be very dangerous and you could hurt yourself. Whatever variation you took on the right or the left, you take on the right. Awesome, you guys. Place the left foot down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus, both arms out, gaze up, chin up. Shoulder blades together. Exhale, both arms up towards the sky. Keep the left palm up, left arm up. Bring the right arm down, palm faces towards the front of the room. Preparing for dancer's pose. So if you have that belt or a strap nearby, maybe this is a good time to get it. If you have a belt, you're going to make a loop and strap the loop over your toes. So take a minute if you'd like to adjust. We go bring the left palm to face up towards the ceiling. If you have that strap, you'll loop it over your toes and you'll bring your right hand to the outer edge of the right foot. So you can stay here and hug both knees together. Just maintaining that sort of strongness. And if you're ready to kind of play with dancer's pose, you start to kick the leg back, maybe squeezing the right glute slightly, and you start only kicking and then reaching forward. So you have two opposing forces, and if you fall out, you get back in. Just playing around here. Whew. Bring the left arm down, right arm down. Maybe shake it up. Inhale, both arms up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up, focus, meditate, concentrate, leave the right arm up. Bring the left hand to the side, left palm to face towards the front of the room. And then slowly start to shift your weight onto that right leg. Keep both knees glued together as you try to reach for the outer edge or the inside edge of that left foot. You stay here. And so long as there's no pain in the lumbar, so the low back, you maybe squeeze the left glute slightly and start to kick the back leg behind you and then tilt the hips to reach forward when you can't kick anymore, but only if there's no pain. Keep that right leg strong. Whew. Good job, you guys. Peak posture, dancer's pose. Good job. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step back into that push-up plank. Skip it for last flow. Exhale to downward facing dog. Let's take a child's pose. Bring the big toes out together. Knees come out wide. Bring the forehead onto the mat or on a block. Prop, whatever you need. Let the hips sink back towards the heels. Come back to that quality, the texture, depth of the breath. The stillness. And then slowly rise to come to standing on your knees for camel pose. So knees are hips width distance, so you can measure that by taking 2 fists in between the knees. That's hips width distance. I'm gonna face the side profile, so you can curl the toes for extra support or stability here, or you can bring the tops of the feet onto the mat. You're gonna bring your arms back behind you as if you're wearing jean pockets. Bring the elbows back. Tuck the pelvis, low belly is in, core is engaged. Gaze forward and lift the chest up. Small sips of air through the nostrils. Push the hips forward slightly, keep reaching up, keep gazing forward, gazing forward. And maybe this is as far as you go. Or if you'd like to come into full camel, you may do so. Just be very careful here, and maybe your gaze, you're reaching up and back so far that your gaze come towards the back wall. Exhale. Sit the hips back onto the heels for a second if that doesn't hurt the knees. Hands to heart, hand to belly. If this hurts the knees, you can come on to sitting on your sit bones, placing your glutes on the floor. Let's do this 2 more times. Come back to standing knees. Placing the hip bones back in those blue jeans. You can curl the toes again if you want extra support. Low belly in, gaze in front of you. Lift the chest, small sips of air. Push the hips forward, low belly is in. Just keep gaze forward, lifting up until maybe the gaze comes towards the back wall, the ceiling as well. Exhale. Hand to heart, hand to belly. Slow the heart rate down. Maybe close the eyes, but whatever you do, do not bring your head below your heart because you can get dizzy. It's okay if you have an accelerated heart rate. This can be, back bends can be exhilarating, but they can activate our sort of fight or flight emotions. They can feel vulnerable. It's a heart opener. You're opening up your heart, you're opening up your chest. To know that experiencing all sorts of emotions, you feel what you feel. Last set, I promise. You can also skip it if you like. But if you'd like to join me in a last and final set, go ahead and bring your hands to your glutes. Like as if you had blue jeans, low belly is in, push the hips forward slightly, gaze forward, lift the upper back, puff up the chest, keep gazing forward until maybe the gaze comes towards the back wall. Small sips of air. Exhale. Go ahead and just kick the feet out to the side. Let's windshield wiper the legs left and right. And as we windshield wiper the legs, go ahead and come onto your sit bones, maybe by removing the flesh underneath your bones. Come on to just a regular seated position. And let's bring the right leg out to the side, and the left sole of the foot can come on the inner part of the thigh or maybe the knee, whatever is accessible. And then square the right side of your torso to the right leg. Walk the hands forward. Round the spine and flex the right foot. So maybe the right leg wants to go to sleep, but flex the right foot so the top muscle above the knee is active. You can also bend the right knee, so there's more bend here. Instead, you can bring your forehead to your knee. Back to that quality, that audible, slightly audible quality of your breath. Inhale through the nostrils and exhale. Let's go ahead and do a twist. Go ahead and come up a little bit higher onto the fingertips, come up to a nice standing, or rather seated position here on the right side. Bring the left palm to rest on the outside edge of the thigh, or maybe on the outer edge of the right foot. Bring the right hand back behind you, gaze towards the right shoulder. So again, the left palm can be outside edge of the knee, the thigh, and the right hand acts like a kickstand to gaze back behind the right shoulder, or again, you can choose to reach for the outside edge of the right leg, or the right foot. Feel a gentle twist happening in the upper part of the body, the upper extremity. Go ahead and release whatever sort of grip that you took with the left hand. Bring the soles of the feet together for butterfly pose. Bring the heels a little bit closer to the groin muscle. You can reach for your ankles or take your two peace fingers for the big toes. Sit up nice and tall, and then maybe hinging at the hips, bend at the elbows, let the back of the spine round, and you pull yourself in. Should feel a nice rounding sensation on the middle of the spine. Come back, releasing any grip that you took, stacking the spine. And then bring the left leg out to the left side of the room, flex the left foot, then bring the right sole of the foot comfortably wherever you can. Square the left side of the body to the left leg, and then walk the hands out in front of you, fingertips high off of the mat, like little teepees. You can also bend the left leg if you wish, and try to maybe put the contact of your forehead slightly to your knee. On your next exhale, walk the hands back closer to the body, coming up high on the fingertips. Bring the left hand back behind you like a kickstand, option to take that twist with the right palm on the outside edge of the knee, or reach for the outer edge of the left foot and bring the gaze towards the left shoulder. and release the sole of the foot. Bring your feet out in front of you. Bring the soles of the feet on the ground, keep the knees bent, and then one vertebra at a time, come to lying on your back. Once you're lying on your back, you can windshield wiper the legs left and right, left and right. And once you do that, go ahead and bring just both knees to the center and then cross your left leg, your left ankle over your right knee. And then let both knees knock over to the left side of the room as you keep the left ankle bone crossed. The arms can come out to a T. Notice how the outer edge of your right hip might feel, how the right side of the body might feel. Notice the quality, again, the texture, depth of your breath. Is it a little bit more full when you begin class? Just notice those subtle energetic qualities of mind, breath. Go ahead and come out of the pose the way that you came in. And then uncross the left ankle bone from the right knee. Both soles of the feet are on the ground. And then cross the right ankle over the left knee. Let both knees knock over to the opposite side. You can rest your left temple on the mat. You can just gaze with soft eyelids up towards the ceiling or close the eyes. Then slowly start to come out of the pose the way that you came in. We have a couple minutes here. So if you are craving a happy baby, maybe some sort of restorative posture, maybe it's reclined pigeon on the right or left side. Maybe you want to do a little bit of last minute ab work. You can do that too. Just be there for 5 inhales and 5 exhales. And once you're there for 5 inhales, 5 exhales, with gratitude, come into a nice Shavasana, extending the legs out long, the palms to face up towards the ceiling. Separate your teeth, your lips, let the tongue hang heavy. And I invite you to close your eyes. Slowly begin to awaken the body, closing the eyes. Without any rushing, roll to a fetal position on your favorite side, the left or the right side of the body. And taking a second here, just enjoy lying here for a moment. And without rushing, please join me in a comfortable seated position on your mat. As you do so, if you have a couple minutes here, let's finish out class with a short guided meditation. All of this work to do what we're about to do here, so if you can, maybe just stay for this guided meditation. And I invite you to close your eyes, palms up if you wish. You can make a mudra by bringing the thumbs and the index finger together if you wish, or you can bring the palms out, hands to prayer, whatever you like, hands in lotus. If you choose to keep your eyes open, gaze at the tip of your nose. Notice your thoughts. Become aware of them. Notice your breath again. The beating of your heart. The sounds outside. Come back to the breath. Notice the energetic quality you feel. As each thought comes into your head, notice it. And then come back to the present moment. Maybe counting your inhales and exhales. Just a minute longer. Slowly begin to open the eyes if they were closed. You're bringing your gaze on your nose. Slowly bring your hands to heart center. Closing out your practice. May your cup be full. May you have a beautiful evening. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. I hope that you have a wonderful Friday, wonderful evening. Hilda, Ignacio, Sadia, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mom, I thank you too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay cool. Hydrate. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.